Hello, I'm going to show you how to monitor a database in an Oracle Cloud Database as a Service instance using the Database as a Service monitor. When a database is created, network access to the virtual machine hosting the database is limited to secure shell SSH connections on port 22. This access restriction ensures that the instance is secure by default. To access the Database as a Service monitor, you can either ask your Cloud Service Administrator to open port 443, or you can use SSH client software such as PuTTY to create an SSH tunnel to port 443 to connect securely to the database. Here is a PuTTY connection defined with an SSH tunnel using port forwarding from local port 443 to port 443 on the destination VM that hosts a cloud database. The destination is specified using the IP address of the VM concatenated with :443. Once you've opened port 443 or created an SSH tunnel to port 443, navigate to the Oracle Database Cloud Service console. Click the menu icon on the right beside the database instance you want to monitor and select Open DBAAS Monitor Console. Notice the other consoles you can open for Oracle Application Express, Glassfish Administration, and Enterprise Manager Express. Another way to access the DBAAS Monitor console is to click on the database name you want to monitor and then click the menu icon at the top right of the page. A new page is opened in the browser with the URL https your instance IP address dbaas_monitor. You are prompted for a username and password. Enter dbaas_monitor as the username and whatever password was specified when your cloud database instance was created. The Database Monitor console appears and displays generic information about the status of your database. This Monitor homepage allows you to monitor and configure the database as well. Here we see that the database is up and running. It is using 2.02 gigabytes of storage. There are 44 active and 3 inactive sessions. The database allows a maximum of 472 open sessions. And there are 19 errors in the alert log file. To access the Monitor page, click the Monitor tab at the top of the page and select RDBMS, or select RDBMS in the Monitor section of the page. The Database Monitor page displays 4 sections: Storage, Alert Log, Sessions, and Wait Events. Each section links to a more detailed view of the monitored area. Click Storage. Wait a few seconds for the result to appear. The Storage page displays a breakdown of the storage currently allocated by the database. The inner ring shows the distribution of the allocated space among the different table spaces, while the outer ring represents the used space in each table space. The outer ring also shows the free space in a table space. To get the details about the segments that use space in one of the table spaces, click the table space name on the right of the page. The Table Space Detail page provides an interactive report on the segments that exist within the table space. Most segments are user objects, and they include tables, large objects, and indexes. Returning to the Database Monitor page, click Alert Log. An interactive report displays the entries in the database's alert log. The alert log is a chronological log of messages and errors, commonly used to learn whether the background processes have encountered errors. Among the entries you will find critical errors, administrative operations, process errors, and other database events. Returning to the Database Monitor page, click Sessions to view open user sessions. An interactive report displays information about all currently open sessions in the database. The topmost table shows summarized data about each open session. Click on any row in this table to see more detailed data about that session. Returning to the Database Monitor page, click Wait Events to view the wait events in real time. In this example, the wait events are essentially those of CPU consumption, plus a little bit of system I/O and various waits categorized as Other. Returning to the Database Monitor page, click the Configure tab at the top of the page and select RDBMS. The Database Configuration page displays two sections, Configure Database and Features. The Features section reports the enablement status of major Oracle database features. In this example, the Oracle Real Application Clusters option is not enabled, while Application Express, Multimedia, Spatial, OLAP, and XDB are enabled. In the Configure Database section, click Parameter Settings to view or modify current parameter values. The Database Parameters page appears. To modify the value of a parameter, select the parameter, change its value, and click the Save Change button at the top. You will have an opportunity to review your change before applying it. Changes that are saved to memory will take effect immediately across all sessions, but will be lost upon the next instance shutdown. Changes that are saved to the SP file will take effect upon the next instance startup and are persistent. And that's it. You now know how to use the Database Monitor. For more information about Oracle Database as a Service, see the documentation and the learning materials in the Oracle Learning Library. Thank you for watching.